What's going on, guys, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Red. In the last part, we made it all the way to good old Cinnabar Island, and if we explore in this part, we're gonna explore a little bit of Cinnabar Island. Now, first of all, we can't go to the gym because the door is locked. However, remember the Helix fossil in the old Amber that we got much earlier in the game? We're gonna go do that. Now, actually, interesting thing about this, I had a failed take of this, and like, the game glitched out and crashed in the middle of a recording. And I said, hey, I'll just reset this. I go to reset this, and then all my save data is gone. Now you may be wondering why the fuck I'm over here so quickly then. I then went to turn it on again today because as I'm recording this. And then the save data's back. So I'm thinking this cartridge save battery might be on its last leg. So I might have to fast record the rest of this playthrough. So talking to this guy. Hi, I'm important doctor. I study here Pokemon fossils. Here, you have a Pokemon fossil in the Helix fossil, and that contains Omnite. If you give him the Dome fossil, it will contain Kabuto. So the interesting thing about this guy is that he's gonna tell you to go for a walk. But if you just leave the laboratory, just leave, and then re-enter. And then once you leave and re-enter, that's what it takes for him to say, where were you? Yeah, so we give him Omnite. So if you get Omnite right off the bat, well, it's level 30. It's a defensive water type, but we already have a water type in our team. I guess it's not a bad Pokemon to have at this part of the game, but at this part of the game, you should have a better water type on your team, but let's give him the old Amber. And this is going to contain Aerodactyl, which really solid flying type, but again, you should have a solid flying type at this part of the game. So I've used Aerodactyl on my team. It's a very solid Pokemon. The problem is you get it very late in the game. So which interesting thing is we're going to get our 6th team member on our and sorry for that cut footage, but anyway, we're gonna get our 6th team member on in this very video, because if we go over here, we can go to Pokemon this area. Welcome to Pokemon Mansion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is my favorite grinding spot in the whole game. You're gonna the Pokemon you can find here are Ponyta, Coughing, Grimer, and if you're playing the blue version, Magmar. You can, in the red version in particular, you can very consistently find Coughing and Ponyta, which are 2 Pokemon that give high amounts of XP. So if there's anywhere in the game to go grind your Pokemon, this is easily it. Now, I'm going to switch out my team for a second because there is a Pokemon I want to get on my team and they can find in this area. So let's try to see if we can find it. It's not actually it. So, yeah, this is a Coughing. So, yeah. Coughing, you're going to find these Pokemon like level 30. And on top of that, they give high amounts of XP. So, if there's anywhere in the game you want to grind, this is it. Because this Coughing just gave like 500 XP. And like, one of the other Pokemon, I guess it is, we're going to find our team. Which one is it? I don't know. I just probably already found out which the Pokemon I'm going to use. But, anyway, here it is. This is a Ponyta. It's level 30. I would prefer this to be higher, but you can find this Ponyta anywhere between level 28 and 34. We're going to sing on this Ponyta because I know I'll one-shot this with Body Slam. So, and we're going to chuck Ultra Balls at this thing. I don't think we're going to do it on the first ball, but because Ponyta has a not very high catch rate, but it's not bad for a first attack, for a first ball also. So, before we're using Ultra Balls. So, yeah, so that's, it should, oh shit, yeah. So, let's put this thing back to sleep. Problem is that Sing is not the most affectionate, but I'm actually having better luck catching this thing than I did in the failed recording. So, that's positive. Wow, it woke up right away, but hey, we use Sing. So, yeah, that's the problem with being asleep, is I can take anywhere between like 1 and 7 turns to wake up. So, one last Ultra Ball should catch it. No, actually. Okay. Okay, it keeps waking up. But hey, Sing's been accurate every single time, so I guess that's a plus. But, Hey, stay the hell asleep. My God. I take that back. It did not last this long in the failed recording, but, there we go. Ponyta was caught. And, I have a planned nickname for this thing, but, it's a fire horse. The only problem with Ponyta is that, this is my name for it, by the way, but, the only problem with Ponyta is that, there's other fire types you can get in the game that are better. I just using Ponyta because I don't want to use version close ones. Also, the name is Epona. Nice little Zelda reference right there. So, I'm gonna go back and heal. So I'll see you guys in a second. Back in Pokemon Mansion. So, the only problem is we're gonna have 16 members. On top of that, we have one Pokemon that's gonna be 10 levels lower than the rest of our Pokemon. So because of that, we're gonna go back to not this. Our streak of being over leveled at this point in the game is unfortunately going to end, but, if you're wondering why I don't have Epona out in the front, I'm going to have a different method of raising her, which, raising Epona, which, we'll get to in a minute, but, you can fight this I think this is a trainer, actually. I can't get out. This whole place is one big puzzle. Now, I'm going to grind in this portion of the game, but I'm going to do it off screen, actually. So, I'll first focus on getting this video out, and then I'll grind up a few levels off screen. So I think I'll grind anywhere between level 45 and level 50, because I think 47 is the next gym's highest Pokemon. I think that's what in particular what I'll raise my Pokemon to. But yeah. So unfortunately, we're not over leveled anymore for this part of the game. So I still have also to fight those trainers on that last sea route. So anyway, we defeated Burglar. So, now, the main gimmick to this area is that, a secret switch, press it, and, yeah, so it basically switches the, areas. But I learned from the failed recording, you're not supposed to press this secret switch, so, you're actually supposed to go up here. So we, go our merry way over here. Now, you may be, wondering why I'm waiting for a bit to raise Epona. We're going to try to see if we can pull off a glitch after this, after we do Pokemon Mansion. But, I have to get the necessary item first. But, let's skip these trainers. But, and, we got a Carbo. So that, I think that's includes defense. So, let's give it to Bowser. Oh, it's speed. Never mind. But, wow, I got that completely wrong, so I should have given it to someone else. But, now this floor in particular, you can find some pretty high-level Pokemon. And if you use a Repel and you find a Pokemon higher level than you, the Repel won't work. Now, if you use this TM right here, this TM right here contains, Blizzard. I'd give this to my Blastoise, except Blizzard's not actually the most accurate of moves, so, we're just gonna stick with Ice Beam because I think that's better, honestly. But, we actually gotta go over here, and, I'm just Repel Hog. I'm going back to the Repel Hog because, I'll just off-screen fight these trainers. So, I almost used TM14, but, we're almost out of Super Repels, but, we're gonna have a better way to go up, get these Pokemon up some levels. Hey, I might even cheat my way through this because I need to get the rest of this playthrough recorded. Now, this is the rare candy we want. So, I think you know where this is going if you've played Pokemon Red and Blue before. But, now TM22 is another great TM you can get in this area. It contains, Solar Beam. So, great if you have, like, a Venusaur. So, we found secret keys. So, what we can do is use Monimole to dig out of the Pokemon Center. And I guess the last thing we'll do in this part is a certain glitch, which I will explain this to you. This is the missing no glitch we are going to do. I love how I'm glitching a game that's already on its last legs, but, probably, or allegedly, but, we fly back to Viridian City. And then, we go and talk to that NPC from the very beginning of the game. Ah, I've had my coffee, now I feel great. Would you go through? Are you in a hurry? Alright, no, I did not mean to say yes, but if we say no to that, I'll see you're using our Pokedex. When you catch a Pokemon, Pokedex is automatically updated. Now, don't you know about catch Pokemon? I'll show you how to do it. Now, this glitch is because of a programming error. So, basically, you have to play through this cutscene, and it actually triggers an error in the coding, basically. Because, let's be real, like, I've said this before about Gen 1 in general, is that a lot of the programming techniques were completely new territory, let alone in the very limited hardware of the Game Boy. So what we're going to do is we're going to fly back to Cinnabar Island. And, yeah, this just triggers a programming error. Now we go to the very edge of we have to stay in the zone of Cinnabar Island, but I like to just go on this edge in particular. Now, we might not encounter this on the first attempt, so if I don't count it for something, I'll just cut till I find it. But either way, I guess I'll show this either in general, but you can find Pokemon at insanely high levels using this glitch. Like, even Pokemon you're not supposed to find in the water. Like, and this is... Oh, I actually found it on the first try. Now, this is missing now, so... If you don't want to encounter if you don't want to glitch the game and all that, we can catch this if we want, but I don't want to risk glitching the game too much. All right, let's see if I can get that rare candy in the 6th slot, because I forgot to do that. Now, you gotta make the rare candy in the 6th slot, so all right, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I almost made infinite paralysis heals, but anyway, can't escape. Thankfully, we're resistant to this, but I almost didn't do this glitch proper. But now we should have infinite rare candies, which we don't. So I'm gonna have to do this glitch again. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alrighty, so we found Misty on the second time. Now, what helped with finding Misty now is that I just had super repels on. So what we're gonna do is can't escape. Now we are resistant to water gun, thankfully. So it's doing 7 damage. But anyway, so this should give us the infinite rare candies. Now, why don't we just, we're not going to go particularly crazy with these, but I would like to raise my Pokemon this way. You may call it cheating, but I've seen it in a lot of Gen 1 places. So first of all, let's get opponent up some levels. Opponent grew to level 31. Opponent grew to level 32. Opponent learned Stomp. Opponent grew to level 33. Opponent grew to level 34. Opponent grew to level 35. Opponent learned Growl. Opponent learns Fire Spin at level 39, but, we're not gonna, we'll get rid of Growl and replace it with Fire Spin, but, and once we get it to level 40, what opponent is evolving? Opponent evolved into Rapidash. Level 47, Monimo learns Earthquake, and this is going to be part of his final moveset. So, we're going to say goodbye to Growl and replace with Earthquake. So, I still want to keep Dig, though. So, Earthquake is by far going to be Monimo's strongest move. At level 47, opponent learns Takedown, which is going to be part of opponent's final move set. So, we're going to replace Tail Whip with Takedown. So, Franklin learns Agility at a level 44, but we're not going to teach it that. However, at level 48, Franklin learns Pin Missile, which is going to be part of its final moveset. We're going to get rid of Sand Attack and replace it with Pin Missile. So, yeah, we now have Franklin's final moveset. So, Hawkwind learns Tri Attack at level 45, but this is not going to be part of its final moveset. We already have its final moveset. And I guess that's about it for all the rare candies we're going to use. So, to avoid further cheating, I just need to grind my Pokemon a bit. So, first of all, we're going to sell all these paralysis heals, which go for $13,700. And let's get rid of all these rare candies, which contains 208,000 Pokedollars. I usually in these playthroughs like to grind my Pokemon up to a limited level, and then we'll just sell these rare candies for cash, because guess how many Ultra Balls we can buy with all this? Yeah, so we're just gonna buy like maybe 40 of these. So yeah, so now I think is an appropriate time to cut it off for this part of Pokemon Red. So next time on Pokemon Red, we're gonna tackle the Cinnabar Gym. See you guys then.